Okay, I want to go over task number 28 in detail. It's a little bit bigger than most of the assignments we've done so far. So I want to take you through the directions. I'm not going to read the directions to you, but I am going to highlight kind of the rationale behind it. For years, people thought fungi and plants were the same thing. Even some of our smartest scientists from years ago didn't have the information and the tools we have now to really investigate the differences between fungi and plants. And when you look more closely, they're actually more similar to you than they are a plant. So as you read through the directions, it kind of takes you on a little mini journey through history, and then ends with this photo. And your job later on will be to help determine kind of what's in that photo using what you've learned. If you feel like you get lost in the directions, I've included some steps to success down here at the bottom. If you follow those items one bullet at a time to help break down the process, I think you'll find it a little easier to arrive at your destination. But you are welcome to approach it any way you want. I do provide a notes page for you. You don't have to use them. Always highly encourage notes. You'll be learning a lot of material, and you're going to want to sift through that and bring back the material that's going to help you answer the prompt we're going to see here in a second. Some of you prefer to write handwritten notes. That's totally fine. Some prefer to do handwritten and transfer it to digital. That's fine too. It does mention two resources. The cellular respiration that you see here, that's that slideshow that we talked about from yeast. Good idea to review that, especially right after you look more closely at fungus. Hint, hint. And then there's also photosynthesis, which I talked to you about in the steps to success doing right after you look at plants. Another pretty heavy hint. And this is CK12's middle school version of photosynthesis, which is a great place to start, but you're welcome to use as many resources as you want. And finally, your end result, your prompt, your writing piece, whatever you want to call it. Often you talk about CSE approach to these sorts of things in other classes, claim, support, explain. In science, we like to format a little more claim, evidence, reasoning. In other words, you are making a claim or making an argument. You're providing evidence that you've gathered, whether it's data you've taken or information you've researched, and then providing some scientific reasoning behind it. And we're going to talk about the differences between fungi and plants, and then you're going to attempt to identify what's in that photo. And what's most important for you to know is it's not whether you guess what's in the photo correctly. I want you to explain what you're thinking when you're trying to figure out what's in the photo. Okay, your rationale is what I'm concerned about. So you're going to provide the answer down there below the line, and that is 28. It's due February 14th. Kind of a, not really, I'd say a Valentine's Day present, but that's when it's due.